on Alan Wake. I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the
That's
sun.
not a
He left
horror
something behind to help
story,
me.
Alan. That's a
Clicker.
slasher. It's a subgenre of horror. Come on.
Lake, the clicker in his hand.
He's a book writer, not a movie writer. To give him some
And
slack.
jumped.
Come on, everybody knows what the fuck a slasher is. The most basic bitch normie knows what a slasher is.
I think what it is Alan Wake's just kind of bad at this.
Alan Wake's just a terrible writer. Look, he sleeps on his bed backwards. What an idiot.
I've
Just
done
because
that.
his
It's kind of
writings are
comfortable.
Just because his writings are becoming true doesn't mean they're any good.
Alan Wake's the kind of motherfucker to go on Twitter and say, unlike other mecha anime, this one focuses on the characters.
I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull the pain. In one of my finer moments of self-deception, I swore to quit drinking.
Alan Wake watches Marvel Cinematic Universe movies.
I don't think health.
No, but you're fucking hungover as shit.
The sunglasses made the world
Now
look
you're
better.
cool.
Now I could keep my eyes open without feeling like a vampire in the sun.
Sunglasses at night. I love how it has this annoying fucking audio-visual feedback for the Hangover.
Just like in real life, my hangovers all have me buzzing.
I wouldn't know. I don't drink.
Down them. Down the whole bottle.
The pills worked fast. The prospect of being awake started to seem bearable again.
Fuck, did you just down some codeine?
There was a message waiting for me on the machine.
There's no way any pill works that fast.
You have one new message.
Ow! Are you still asleep? Wakey, wakey! You should have your show on your TiVo. If Alice wasn't
TiVo.
mad
You
at
remember
me,
TiVo?
as she called me earlier and really chewed me out. Yeah, we went a little overboard last night. But parties are a part of this business. Al, look, I'm saying this as your friend. She's not doing your career any favors by trying to run your life like that, okay? I'll talk to you later, Al. Watch the show.
I'd been a guest on the talk show the previous night, talking about my latest book. The show was supposed to be waiting for me on our TiVo.
I think, like, Enhanced Edition changed that to, like, just, like, recorded television or something. Because TiVo's
I don't know. I don't know. I refunded the remaster before I got too far in because the ragdolls were broken.
Uh-oh, what'd they do?
I mean, they just... I'll find the gif of it. Hold on.
Oh yeah, that awkward period where TVs weren't quite flat screen, but were still starting to evolve out of CRT, plasma TV era.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Gallic Show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Live action.
We have a great show tonight. I'm
It is.
talking with the best-selling author.
A live action guy with
new
a
book.
in-game Alan Wake.
Yeah, good read. Go buy it. No, it is a good read. Look, I'm gonna be honest here. Is that wise? No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I got people who give me the lowdown on books. I'm a busy guy. But this one, I actually read from cover to cover. I mean, I'm a big fan. Wow, thanks. Now, this might be a spoiler for those who haven't read the book yet. Based on the sales figures, the 2 people out there who haven't read the book yet. But this last book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey. Now, there's been a lot of outrage about this. Why the hell did you kill Casey? What the hell were you thinking, man?
Good riddance. No, seriously though, 7 years and 6 books is a long time. He was a gloomy guy to spend all your working hours with, and it was a good run. But it's time to explore new things. My next book will be a departure from the old for me.
You selfish bastard, always thinking of yourself. Well, you've certainly given us a lot of entertainment over the years. And now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy. Never had much luck with his love life with the ladies. Was that autobiographical in any way?
Yeah, no kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey, it was all about his pain. No, nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife is my muse.
Well, congratulations. That's great to hear. So, how's the publicity tour been treating you?
Good, great. But I gotta say, I'm glad to be back home in New York.
Well, you've certainly been on the news a lot lately. Lots of parties and, you got into a fight with some paparazzi.
Oh, man. Well, that guy was really in my face. I lost my temper. I know that wasn't cool.
You are famous for that temper.
Well, I did also write several books.
Well, your latest novel is called The Sudden Stop, and it's in bookstores now. Go get it. That means the two of you out there who haven't bought it yet. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. I want to thank all our guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake. Once more, do the face for a Sam. There it is. And our musical guests, Poets of the Fall. Thank you. And
Imagine reading a
At
book.
least I've been funny.
I read
told
books.
myself I
They're
could live
great.
with that.
What loser?
I didn't say
Oh, you say you stuff your face full of fucking garbage.
Are you
These
still with me
are
about
salty
drinking now?
nuts.
You know what? Go back to sleep, Alan.
What is she? I didn't see her in the kitchen.
What? Now you
She
can't even
came in.
talk to me?
Well, this morning I was angry because you said you'd be home at midnight and you showed up at 7 a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence. Now I'm over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal. Then you can start writing again.
I'm sorry, honey.
Alan, you're not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back
What's
to
the cat
bed.
doing?
Yeah, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet. Somehow, the clicker was the key to the cabin. I had to return to Cauldron Lake to save Alice.
Yes, Tintin, I'm looking at you.
I'm going back to the lake to finish this. I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms, to make it all right.
Why can't you just write it here?
The last page is still in the typewriter. I need to read it first. Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone. Barry, take her gun. Miss Weaver, close the door when I leave.
Good luck, Al.
See you later. When I got out, it was warm and sunny. I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done this? I didn't stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to the lake.
No, Alan, it's just morning. Time moves in a linear fashion. Your magic button didn't turn on the sun.
That's where I was headed. Alone, in daylight, surrounded by the beauty of the Pacific Northwest landscape, it was hard not to let doubt creep in one last time. I could still chalk everything up to a dream, a delusion. I had enough imagination to make up something like this. Having been in the cabin all this time, trapped in a story inside my head, gone mad from grief over Alice's death like Hartman had claimed, there would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't really matter. My course was set.
Love.
It's the law. Verizon. Verizon.
What if I go this way?
Blocked by a fallen log truck.
Majestic. Really? Got some dumbass hitboxes. So where the hell does this go? Pretty sure I'm supposed to stay on the road. Ooh, cash. I think could use a 4-wheel drive. Outside the car. Yeah. So, Alan, you've been wearing the same tweed jacket for like 2 weeks in a row without showering?
He smells bad. He smells fucking rank, bro.
Yeah, like tweed is wool, right?
I think so.
Like, that's warm.
You know, the instant he takes that jacket off, it's gonna smell real fucking bad. Gotta get out of the car. You gotta hoof it. You gotta use your stinky gamer girl feet.
The darkness had touched me. There was a link between us. Always would be. I could feel its presence again.
I will kill your wife.
Okay. Now it is nighttime. Because Alan
Just
couldn't
use the
finish his-
clicker again, Aller.
The Dark Presence was no longer trying to capture the Rider so he could create the ending it wanted. The Rider knew too much. He was too strong. And he carried a weapon left behind by Thomas Zane, something that could hurt it. Now, the darkness was doing everything in its power to simply stop the Rider from ever reaching Cauldron Lake and the dark place it came from.
Seriously, just made me get out. I was supposed to do a transition from day to night. This game is janky.
It's magic. They don't gotta explain shit.
This handle's a little better. Got items. What's your car wreck? Wait, is this the Magnificent?
I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Oh, it's the Majestic. It is the Majestic.
It's so
This is a
tiny.
shitty hotel.
Yeah, this is some fucking
Where are the
Motel
rooms
7.
at?
Based on the signature in the motel register, Agent Nightingale had stayed here, in room number 2.
And number 2.
Yeah, because he's a turd.
Oh, don't pick up coffee off the bathroom floor!
Toilet coffee. Forbidden coffee. And this hotel's got some asshole rules.
Yep.
No pets. Check out is 10 a.m. Usually, most hotels I know it's like 11 or 12, sometimes even 1 or 2. No visitors after 9 p.m. How do you even regulate that?
Probably by having someone in the lobby with a shotgun.
Yeah, that would do it, wouldn't it? These all photos of Alan.
There's photos of Barry and his wife.
This had obviously been the room where Agent Nightingale had stayed when he hadn't been busy harassing me.
He's got a bag of Cheetos and a bottle of whiskey.
In Hartman's book. Well, I can't go collect Nightingale's forbidden coffee.
I bet Nightingale pees in coffee thermoses.
Could have fooled me, pal.
That's seriously all that's in here? No lore entry, no journal, no nothing.
Cap, this is the lore entry. It's visual storytelling. Can't you tell?
But goddamn, this hotel room is smaller than the one I am in.
No one could have died happy not knowing that Agent Nightingale subsisted solely off Cheetos.
He has Cheeto dust all over his revolver.
That's why he's so eager to shoot it all the time, to make sure that like he blows the dust out and it doesn't jam. Doesn't cake up. You know, it's kind of insane how, like, video game flashlights are almost never, like, real flashlights.
Pretty close.
Hmm?
This one's pretty close to a real life one.
Ish.
I mean, look, it projects like a straight beam, and you can see that beam far into the distance. Most video game flashlights don't go past 2 feet in front of you.
True enough, but yeah, a lot of video games kind of just like undersell just how much a flashlight will like light up an area. Even this one's kind of like it's just like a tiny cone, where like, you know, real flashlights tend to illuminate quite a bit outside of that cone.
If only this game had ray tracing for realistic light bouncing. See if you can't steal one of the hotel people's cars.
What a gay tracing.
No, that's your car. Steal a different one. You have to swap cars at every opportunity.
Very true.
I think all these cars are busted up.
There is a good single car over here to make.
I think they have this car here. No, you could have made it back. Never mind. I thought jumping over the semi-truck like fucked you out of getting back to the other car.
I'm still thinking about a conversation we had last night about Chudley. That was like one of my favorite moments in a recent call.
I started playing Tears of the Kingdom today.
How you like it?
It's fun. It's Breath of the Wild 2. Phantom Ganon can eat a fucking dick.
Breath of the Wild to breathe harder.
I think it's kind of funny that, you know, everyone complained about weapon degradation in Breath of the Wild, right?
Yeah.
They made it even worse here. Weapons degrade even faster, and it's a legitimate plot point that there are no pristine weapons in Hyrule anymore. They're all fucking rusty and garbage.
But now you can fuse weapons and make wacky hodgepodge things, like sword
That all look like shit.
Yeah, no, they look like shit, but I did staple a claymore to another claymore, and now it's longer than Link is tall. I was going up to a monster camp, and the scrublands, they pushed a big spiky rolling ball at me, and before it could touch me, I just fused it to a wooden stick, and now I have a fucking Morning Star.
Yeah, the fuse mechanic is like... I don't like it just because it's aesthetically like unpleasing. Like
It's really ugly. I only found Hetsu once, and I can only use him twice before he fucked off. So I've been fusing all of the shields I can't pick up to my other shields, so all of my shields are shields.
Does that make them like cover more space?
It just makes them a double shield. Once the top shield breaks, it goes back down to the bottom shield.
Kinda cool.
It's goofy.
I don't like that bombs aren't infinite anymore. You have to find bomb flowers now. I really miss the infinite bombs.
I miss the Sheikah Slate in general. It's just,
I
just don't like the new powers.
You have a new Sheikah Slate that looks like a Switch instead of a Wii U now. It's the Pura pad.
What I mean is like the power set.
Yeah.
Like the new Slate's powers are all about like, you know, making use of the environment and like, you know, the physics engine. Like you don't have like the bombs, the
You don't have the freezy blocks.
Yeah, it's all just stuff like Magnesis now.
Like, you can rewind time. I can go... There's like a no-clip upwards power.
That one's really funny. You want to know why it's in the game?
Why is that?
It was originally a debug tool that they made just to, like, get through, like, to make backtracking easier after they were done testing dungeons and stuff.
And they're like,
and
wait,
they were
let's
like,
just let them use this.
Sickly it. It's like, you know what? Backtracking out of these caves after you're done with it is tedious. Just let them fucking use the debug power.
The barrels. The ghost of Donkey Kong is here to kill you.
Here for me.
And this time, he's in the mood.
Oh look, it's the fucking float.
Go over to it.
The spirit of the forest.
What the hell?
That wheel's on a mission. It disappeared. Did you not see it disappear? It vanished into thin air.
Actually did not, because I had the fucking black and white filter and I was focused on pulling out my grenade.
What the hell?
Oh, it is mildly annoying that no matter that, even if you like hit the drop on a poltergeist, like the second you see it moving, you just barely don't have enough time to like shine it down before it flies in your face.
You can dodge them real good. You just gotta be not stupid. It's hard for you, I know.
Being not stupid isn't in my program.
Oh my god, he's a replicant. Holy shit.
Yeah. You wanna know what I did when I saw a turtle laying on its back in the sun?
You buried it into the desert sand and killed it.
I mean, I think that would actually probably cool it off,
What the hell?
I don't think the ones that bounce up and down are actually enemies. I think they just bounce for a minute and then disappear. Was that a dark bang grenade? Did you see that? You saw that,
like,
right?
Yeah, like made the screen dark for a minute.
I wonder if there was like some kind of weird overflow with a black and white filter. Oh, it's not a parade float, it's something else. It just looks like a parade float. I think there's just something kind of inherently funny about something coming off screen and just beating Alan in the face or the kneecaps. If Alan was smart, he'd put the flashlight in. Well, I guess he can't do it with this one, but he should put the handle of the flashlight like down his throat so he's got a light mouth.
I do that with chin all the time, like doing stuff outside at night, like when I gotta take out the garbage, I'll just
grenade this fuckhead.
What are you turning that way for?
Oh, it's real black now.
Nice to see you, too.
A car.
time to take the piss.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm taking a piss.
That's not a main trip. What? What am I stuck on?
What are you stuck on? Those things on the ground?
Oh shit!
The Taken truck. I forgot about the Taken truck.
That's kind of cool.
You're gonna ruin your car if you hit too many more things. You gotta get out of here. Oh no. Oh, you're getting out to find it on foot, aren't you? This is a terrible idea. Where'd it go? It's having as much trouble as you are. Nice. I don't know about that car, dude.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna spawn guys on you till you get back in the car.
Yes, taken.
I'm uh-oh. Stream
What?
paused. Minimized application. Sit tight.
How's the YouTube looking?
Oh, let me go check for you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You appreciate my body.
I mean, I'm sure it's very nice.
It's still going.
Should be fine, yeah. The problem has occurred enough to, like, you know, be reasonably sure that YouTube's fine when it happens.
Why is the farm on fire?
Because the darkness.
Fire makes light, and darkness isn't like that.
But it also kills people.
Are you scripting anything in here? Doesn't look like it. Oh! Darkness is getting a little desperate with what to throw at Alan. Like, I'll hit him with a boat!
Bring your wife. We'll fuck her. That's right, we'll fuck your wife.
Tagline for Alan Wake. Fuck you, Bright Falls! You're dumb enough schmuck to buy a used car that Deer Fest. Oh, that guy wanted to get out of the way. Oh shit, Alan, we got a car? He told me that. Not funny they put a car this close to another car.
You know, just in case.
Ooh-wah!
No darkness can stop Alan. Oh, there's no getting through there. You gotta hoof it.
And after I squeezed past the first one, too. Fuck you, Shadow Poop.
yourself.
Did you learn about nature and yourself?
I did. A lot.
I feel like Alan's killed about half the county at this point.
I'm leaning more towards maybe at least a large chunk of the Tri-County area.
The bottom of Cauldron Lake was a graveyard of things the lake had claimed in one way or another.
Chapter 6,
over the
right? Like, you're almost to
decades.
the end of this
This
fucking
is the
game.
end.
Dark
Yeah,
presence
the
Yep.
last
piled up
chapter.
in its wake,
How
scattering
short
the
is this
waterlogged
chapter,
hull of
Anthony?
an old boat.
Ugh,
The remains of a long
dude,
plane there.
I don't
Train
know.
shattered under
It's
the
mostly
impact.
like all this. Like it's just a straight shot to the lake and then the final showdown. But I mean, it's all content.
no
I know there's like a
There's no
junkyard.
Chapter 3 slog.
Not really, but I mean, how much of this game's combat would you describe as a slog?
Most of it, honestly.
Yeah, and it's nothing but.
From what I understand, the last chapter is about as long as the one before it.
There's not any like daytime scenes or anything though. There's no downtime where you're talking to anyone. Just go. There's nothing around here. Or if there is, it's fucking you're full up on ammo anyways. Plow right through it. Oh, wait, I don't think you were actually supposed to do that. There is a page, though.
In the end, Barry wasn't going to shoot Sarah. They both knew that. Once she had no chance of catching up to Wake, Barry gave up the gun and sat down on the floor, shielding his face from the merciless glare of the well-lit room. "I don't think I'm ever going to see him again," he said in a weak voice. Sarah didn't have it in her to be mad at him. Besides, he was probably right.
No, not into the spooky woods. That's where the darkness wants you to go. This is totally a cliff. That's absolutely a cliff.
Yes, it is.
It go down, though. No, we're good, man. No, it do go down, though.
There's an off-ramp here. I like that little dramatic sting every time you reach a checkpoint.
Boom. Oh, he's gonna get you. Oh no. Oh jeez. This is some tough ass taking to be taking fucking 2 12 gauges to the gut like that.
Probably the big boys. The big boys usually take 2 shotgun. I'm gonna use up my shotgun first. I'll pick that up.
Oh no, there he is. It's him, the guy. What do you think that guy's name was before he got taken?
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob. What about this guy? Bobby Bill?
Bobby Bill? Nah, Jim Bob.
Jim Bob?
They were brothers.
Billy Bob and Jimmy Bob. Bimmy and Jimmy.
Yeah.
Bimmy and Jimmy? Bimmy isn't even a real name.
Bimson.
Bimson v. Bill. Billiam.
Billiam? Squilliam Fancy Pants from high school. Milky, tell me to get up.
Man, think get up, go bathroom.
Oh yeah. Keep the bit going. Keep the bit going.
Man, think I can smell you. Get up and go bathroom.
Hey, what the hell?
You're shitting yourself. Shit, it's coming out of your asshole. Bright Falls. Fallen Lake. Elderwood. Yeah, you really do get kind of a feel for how interconnected everything is. That's kind of cool. Watery, that's the, yeah, we came out that way, we went this way, we crossed that way. Went to the dam. The lake is there. So where the hell are we? Wish I could look at that map in high resolution. Pardon me, sir, we're closed. Now I pick up hunting bird. There's this junkyard, okay. I'm gonna start singing that song from Brave Little Toaster that's super depressing about the inevitable mortality of life. You're worthless. Song make me feel some kind of way.
The Funk Yard.
Yeah, I was saying while you were taking come play that depressing song from the Brave Little Toaster. I have a very strong feeling that magnetic crane is going to pick up whatever car I'm in, and it's going to be a cool set piece.
I think you're expecting too much of this game.
Look, maybe I am. Is that so bad?
Yeah. You're going to Alan Wake jail now. Now you have to be in the dark place and write for the darkness. The darkness.
The darkness does not want me writing for it. It will send my ass back out there in no time. I will write some hit-ass shit.
It just keeps writing mid-link fanfiction. He spent the last 12 pages describing the texture of her feet.
Are you scared right now, Kat?
What to do with this?
Is this a scary game?
It's pretty creepy. Junkyards are creepy.
I forget what you're actually supposed to do here.
It's a big old button, and I'm probably going to fight this bulldozer. Such a big open area that I just wanted to run around a little bit and look at things. Aha.
Zane cut its heart out, but it didn't die. The thing that wore Barbara's face kept crooning sweet nothings sugar-laced with poison. He put on the suit, untied the monster from the chair. The thing in his arms thrashed weakly, but he held fast. He stepped outside, off the pier, and into the dark water, a sinking pinprick of light descending toward a bottom that never came.
I want to know why Thomas Zane appears in a fucking diving suit.
Because the island was called Diver's Isle because Thomas owned the island, and he went diving into the lake to go to the dark place to make his poems real.
Oh, I didn't know he literally had to dive down into the dark place. I thought it was in his cabin.
If you explore the cabin early in the game, during Chapter 1, you can see a photo of the diving suit.
Interesting. And like, yeah, I guess he had one of those old school diving suits. I thought just maybe like, I knew he was a diver, but I thought he was like scuba, you know, or snorkel.
I just breathed in a bunch of cranberry juice. It doesn't feel good.
Cranberry juice is good.
Now, now it's going down the wrong hole.
You'll live, you big baby.
It's actually it's cran pineapple. Have you tried any of the weird combo cranberries?
I've tried cran apple.
Do cran mango sometimes. It's real good. I like to call it crango.
I hunger for battle.
I love how these dumbasses with their fucking sickles are more threatening than the goddamn bulldozer.
Who is spamming sounds?
Me and Milky.
Do it in time with Alan's walk.
Anthony. I gave it a try, but Anthony decided he had other plans.
The air horn always makes me think of a pizzeria simulator.
Please, can't we spare something? I'm poor and hungry.
Alan Wake, more like Alan Death.
Alright, Cap.
Yeah.
What's the best Left 4 Dead episode? Both games.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I'm of the opinion, Dead Air.
Dead Air's good, but I think that's one of my lesser liked ones. I think the
Really? I love Dead Air.
I think the airport terminal is cool. I think the final showdown in the airfield is probably one of the hardest finales in the game. I remember that one really pain in the ass.
I think it's easy as hell. It's too open, nothing can ever sneak up on you.
That's why it's a pain in the ass. It's open, everything just jumps your ass. There's nowhere to hide. Anything can come from anywhere. I think for Left 4 Dead 2, my favorite one is either the Bayou, the one with the manor, or when you go through like the not New Orleans downtown area. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that's good. I might be a basic bitch for this, but I think Dark Carnival is the best one in the second game.
Carnival, he's got a lot of good ones. Carnival is good. The opening one in the mall is good.
I don't like the swamp one. I think that one's
I
bad.
knew what I was doing. I didn't. I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
I don't think that's it.
I know it's not it, but I want to see if he'll let me do it.
No.
I like the swamp one, just simply because I feel like that one's aesthetically the most unique of Left 4 Dead 2. That and the downtown.
I
Like
hate
those...
fucking trudging through the swamp, though. It's a slog. And I get, it's the point, but it's not fun.
Too many parts where you actually have to like walk through the swamp water. Like there's lots of platforms and stuff. It's a little shanty town. I don't know. I just think it's got big atmosphere, big vibes. Now Left 4 Dead 1.
I think Death Toll is pretty good too.
That's alright. No Mercy Hospital, that one's a classic.
That one's the one they... No Mercy's the easy pick because they shined that one to a mirror sheen. It's fucking fantastic.
I mean, yeah, it's the easy pick, but it's an easy pick for a good reason.
I love blowing up the gas station every time.
I don't think there's any bad levels in Left 4 Dead 1 or 2.
"10 years in the joint made you a fucking pussy."
The first time I've had to push anything in this game. So who just dropped their headphones?
That was man.
Nancy just became a Taken live on stream.
Yeah, I had to go grab my phone.
I think I'm gonna bail out of this one early.
Oh man, really?
You pussy
Yeah.
ass bitch.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Milky.
What?
10 years in the joint made you a fucking pussy.
Guilty.
Well, loser. What
If
time
you
you
guys are
think
still
you'll be on?
Hmm?
What time you think you'll be on tomorrow? Like, give me a time range.
I don't know, just...
It's like, I'm just trying to parse your schedule.
It's like 5:30 over here. We've been going until like 6:30 or 7, so...
That's true. I did start a little late tonight.
We did start pretty late.
I will never give her to you.
No one asked you, please. Farmers are the opposite of hunter-gatherers. Okay.
You gonna leave or not, Milky, you fucking pussy?
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Holy
Damn,
shit.
that's fucking fat.
Chainsaw Boy took a lot more than I thought he would.
You don't have Sheriff Breaker on your ass to help you out.
Let's go back. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, look how many of them are out there. It can't turn that far. Don't waste them.
I have been super conservative with all of my guns into the game, and it has resulted in me always having surplus.
They do keep you pretty flush with resources in this one. Oh my god, you know what I just realized?
What?
I can pull my Switch off the dock and play Tears of the Kingdom and watch you play this at the same time.
Yes, that is the power of the Switch.
I'm really sad you can't name Link in these new Zeldas. Can't have Muad'Dib save the universe. Lead Hyrule into a big galactic jihad.
I kind of hope they leave voice acting behind after these games. It was
Me too.
fun. It
It's
was nice for what it was. It works for the Wild games, but
it's not good though.
I don't want it back. I think the voice acting is okay. It's fine. It's not bad, but it's not particularly great either.
Zelda sounds like she huffs helium for fun.
It's just because she's British. I hear Link making grunts and humps.
Getting on my horse. It carries over your horses if you have any from Breath of the Wild. And I've caught a new horse, and I'm theming all my horses after rappers. So I have Juggalo 69, Slim Shady, and this newest horse is HWA.
Aliens with attitude.
Horse with attitude.
I mean, the horse is obstinately Hylian.
I guess.
Okay, I'm going to say this as like I guess you could call it a criticism of this game's environments. I don't think Alan Wake uses its locations enough to tell a story. Like, you go to like these cool old abandoned towns, and Alan will sometimes like murmur something. He'll be like, "Oh, it's an abandoned ghost town since like the 70s," and sometimes
there's nothing going on in them. You don't get a feel for what happened.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like it's just empty space, so sometimes there's an item. You know, and I guess that's kind of realistic in a way, but it's a video game. You know, I want to like when I look around at things, I poke at shit. Kind of want, I want some of that Dark Souls environmental storytelling. You know, that Resident Evil stuff. You know, I want to see
sign cuck. I have to help the sign cuck.
I want to see two skeletons giving each other rim jobs, buried underground. So then it makes you go, man, why were those skeletons giving each other a rim job? And then they come to life and try to kill you.
The dark place I found myself in was unlike anything I could ever have imagined. It wasn't solid. It flowed. It was conceptual and subjective. For someone else, an artist in another field, it would have been very different. I could sense the story of the manuscript all around me, the words and ideas floating in the air, poised to become real.
And even like Bright Falls itself, you know, like I don't know, it's just like even though like aesthetically it's very authentic American small town, I don't think they quite really make it feel alive, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Something about it.
Whenever you're there, there's no one else in the streets. It's just kind of barren.
You know, like, the most you really get out of environmental storytelling for Bright Falls is your best signs everywhere. I think what really stuck out to me for this was the church. Like, you go to the church, you're not there very long. But, like, I don't know, as somebody who's very familiar with, like, small town American churches, having been in more than I care, I feel like, I don't know, they could have done a little more, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, with for a town with a dark secret, it doesn't really feel like there's much secrets to be digging up.
You know what they needed? They needed, like, a dark presence cult in the town.
Yeah, I guess this ties back into like how
see
does the
mirror
dark
peeking in the
presence work? How does it get
That's
people?
where
Does it,
Cauldron Lake was.
how
I
does it
think
possess people?
I know there is a Dark Presence cult in Alan Wake 2, so I think they'll probably play that up more in the sequel.
Well, that's good.
They all
Yeah.
wear deer masks.
Hell yeah. I guess the big point of comparison there is Silent Hill. You know, when you play Silent Hill, you know, you always get a feel for like
What's going down in town.
You know, like as much as Silent Hill is a spooky, wacky, abstract hellhole, it's also a real concrete.
It's a real place where people live, and it has its own like little tourist economy.
Mm-hmm. And
Energizing
like
mushroom rice balls.
Smell, that sounds delicious. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hell yeah.
Donkey Kong Country. Fear Factory. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I was doing this in Tears of the Kingdom earlier today. Can't see shit.
Aww. Oh! Not a moment too soon. That flare gun shot was perfectly timed because the flare kept burning in the back of the cart, and it
kept all the birds away.
Yeah. So I blew away the first wave, and then all the other waves just didn't want to come near me. And fucking flares! Anyway, I think that stuff kind of stands out because the early game kind of seemed like it was going in that direction. Because, like, they were like, oh, there isn't an island in that lake since the 70s. You know? And everyone's like, oh, you'll love the Majestic. You know, that's the best hotel in town. No, they seemed like it was leaving all these, like, little breadcrumbs to, like, points of interest that would be creepy and weird. And then they weren't.
I think you can probably trace a lot of that back to this game's like leftover open world DNA.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's hard to get that kind of small scale environmental storytelling going on when you're making it out of a giant open Unreal Engine map.
And like I think if had they kept it just a giant open Unreal Engine game, that might have been for its benefit, because then you could kind of like go around as you like and look at stuff, you know, when you'd have more freedom to like get familiar with the place, you know.
Mm-hmm.
As it is, we're kind of getting the worst of both worlds here. It's not tight enough to be a contained adventure narrative, and it's not open enough to be a holy shit. The players have a homing property. That's funny.
Oh, did it? I didn't see.
It's very faint. The birds made a very sudden turn at the same time I fired, so the player kind of like angled towards them. It was funny looking. But yeah. And the item economy, that's something I was talking about with Milky when I was doing the second half of part 3 after you ditched. Is that the game definitely goes for the just kind of give you a whole lot of quickly expendable items instead of a handful of long-lasting items you have to use wisely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think something's really like a real potentially cool idea that you can't do is like when you pull out the flare, you can hold the button and like walk slow and illuminate the area around you. That could be cool for like seeing things or like avoiding dark booby traps like the goo on the floor. But it
But they
turns
don't
out
last long enough.
it's literally like 5 seconds of light. You cannot do it that way. Flares exist to like just kind of like drop on the ground and make a perimeter.
Oh no, Cletus is bumping you.
Honestly, something that I didn't really think about until I saw it with the sheriff AI partner is that combat really doesn't incentivize any use of your gun outside of until something has been like shined, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that the sheriff can knock guys away with the shotgun so well
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, like that would have been a cool mechanic, you know, like sometimes like there's no situation where you really want or need to like blow a guy away to get some breathing room. I feel that's just a bit of a shame. Why are there so many places where you just pick up another revolver? You don't ever drop the revolver. Unless the game forces you.
I think they were really, like, padding it out by the time they were making episode 6.
Even in, like, episode 4 and 5, all the episodes have areas where you pick up another revolver, and, like, all it does is just give you the ammo for it, and, like, okay, I get that. But with, like, the long arms, you know, that makes sense, because you can swap between them.
Yeah, there's no alternate pistol.
So all in all, it really makes me wonder what the development history of this game was like. Because it's just kind of one of those games that, like, the more you think about it, the more you talk about it, the more you look at it. You know, you got an enjoyable experience with what we got, but you can definitely tell that
it didn't quite go smooth.
Yeah, like, this was definitely cobbled together out of, like, several rough drafts.
Oh, I see a shrine in the distance. What kind of shitty physics puzzle do you think it's gonna be?
Balls. You have to roll balls around. I do love the shrine puzzles in the Wild games. That was, not my clear, but okay.
The shrines in this one look like fucking goatsy. Playing Zelda while watching Alan Wake makes it feel like this game actually has fucking music.
Wild games really did do like things I think they did really well, and I like them in the Wild games, but I don't want to see it again. Like along with the voice acting, minimalist soundtrack's another one. I love Breath of the Wild. Melancholic, sparse piano, but I would not want that to be a series standard going forward. It'd just be weird. And it's just kind of weird for a game to like do that, you know? For me to
It's so
feel that way.
emblematic. It's so emblematic of the game, even Sonic Frontiers ripped it off.
Speed of Darkness, man. Another thing, going back to that lack of environmental storytelling. I think what makes it stand out in this game specifically is that it's so obvious that, you know, yeah, Stephen King, Twin Peaks, you know, the John Carpenter movies, like those are like, you know, such big parts of its influence, and those are all stories, you know, where there's like there's always something more than the surface level, you know. It's very entrenched in some kind of American cultural criticism. The lacking in this?
Yeah, Alan Wake doesn't have a whole lot to say other than Alan Wake loves his wife and isn't the greatest person, but he still loves his wife.
Like, I think he's a fine enough protagonist for that. But it's like, you know, like you've seen in Stephen King movies, you know.
I've read Christine. I think that's it.
There's a weirdness to his stories and how they present the Americana in it. You know,
a man who loves his car more than he loves his GF.
Mm-hmm. Or shit like, you know, honey, this ATM machine just called me an asshole. You know, like creep show skits, you know. That kind of like slightly off-color, not quite reality, but not so weird as to not be relatable element is missing. I think it's most egregious with the sheriff. The sheriff is just such a nothing character. She's nice and she's cool. But she's got, like, nothing going on. She is just a sheriff. And she does sheriffy things. And that's cool and fine, but her what she means to the story, beyond just being an asset to help Alan out, it ain't nothing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
I guess that's another reason why Nightingale is so weird, because Nightingale feels like he was going to be that, but then he's like only got like 3 scenes.
I made a spear, and it's about 3 links long.
Link is the unit of measurement. Official unit of measurement in Hyrule. But yeah, like Nightingale, his crazy ass personality, he fits right in with that kind of stuff, you know. But then, yeah,
Too gung-ho cop.
like not just gung ho, but like almost comedically out of butt with reality gung ho. Like you can't quite say he's unrealistic, knowing like the realities of police abuse in the real world, but he's so like cartoonishly on the nose about it that it almost feels like okay to say it's wacky. Like, yeah, again, it's that slight unreality feeling. Actually ran out of stuff, had to backtrack to go get more stuff, and ended up getting my ass kicked because enemies don't stop spawning here. What am I
Cap,
stuck
you've
on?
got to get to the lake. Also, you're going backwards.
I know, I need to go pick up more bullets.
You have 31 bullets.
That was not enough. I ran out of handgun and shotgun. right on top of that fucking flash tank. It didn't do anything to you. Okay, sure, I guess. Whatever. Fuck! It's not killing these guys! Oh my fucking god. Yes, stop panning the camera every time something falls out of the sky! I'm not even chasing me! Priorities game! Come on!
You can do it, I believe in you.
I know I could do it, but the game wants to be all cinematic while also having the shittiest fucking combat game mechanics known to man. And to top it off, it's like nothing but fast boys and fat boys. How did that miss? Fast boys are just not fun. They don't.
Yeah, they don't stand still.
They don't stand still, and the flashbang doesn't instant kill them because they can run through the flash.
Keep regular flares on hand for when they get close.
That's out here. And I'm in this big field of trees. There's literally too much cover. I can't.
Are you feeling the horror?
No more. Where? Haha, he got stuck.
Get his ass, get his ass.
Okay, that was kind of cool.
That worked.
See, Alan Wake, you can do cool, goofy set pieces.
Now you got a checkpoint, you never have to do that again.
It's got to do the next stretch of woods that's like mechanically and visually identical.
When's the kitchen sink gonna fall out of the sky?
Shit. Here. 91 out of 100 coffee sounds.
Wow. Been pretty thorough.
I feel like I've missed a few. I feel like I should be more like 95 at this point in the game. But maybe there's just a big coffee stockpile I've missed. Or is yet to come up. The mother lode of the black liquid.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah, run into the zappy thing, stupid.
Well, that's two of them.
Come on. Yeah, retard!
If only the darkness took his brain.
Wow, there's 4
After
pages
Zing had
here
gone,
on hard
I
mode.
stood alone in the shifting dream that was the dark place. I had to find a way to the cabin. I'd written myself a way through this place in the manuscript. I followed the idea of a path. I'd written myself across the ocean that blocked my way, and with that, there was a bridge to the island beyond. The idea of the cabin flickered in the underwater darkness. I willed the cabin to be real, and it was.
The question is, this game going to try and do some janky-ass boss fight for the end, or is it just going to be like a puzzle, or what?
You'll see. It's fine.
Turn back now. Do as you're told.
Good.
Alice never loved you.
Destroy the tornado. That's the final boss, by the way, right?
The Shadow of the Colossus shit. Yeah, I guess I missed about 9 thermoses out there somewhere.
You don't need to sniff side to side anymore. Just get in there and end it. There's literally nothing left.
Pretty just dramatic.
Real dramatic there, Cap. Real dramatic.
Can't see the fucking floor.
Just get to the last island. You can't hit it from here.
I gotta hit some of the. I gotta take out some of these.
You can literally make it. There's nothing in your way. Cat, get to the last island. You're shooting at thin air right now.
I will destroy the garbage. It's giving me infinite flares. I'm gonna blow up everything it has.
Quit putting it off. Come on.
Get light into its heart to hurt it.
See, even Alan's talking to you now. Come on now.
You will fail. It's all in your head. You're making yourself.
You're making it up.
I mean, in a way, it is right that he's making it up, sort of.
What if it's real? What if it isn't? What if the world is made of pudding?
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Why on earth are you making chocolate pudding?
Because I've lost control of my novel. Alright, Alan. Quick, quick.
Hell!
Alan, you should just rate yourself to have Aquaman lungs.
He can't do that until he's at the typewriter.
Baby,
Oh yeah, that's right.
you were having a bad dream. It was just another nightmare.
No,
Everything's fine. You're home.
it wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Her underwear is black. That's how you can tell it's
Baby,
evil, Alice.
the power's out. There's no light. Come
Seriously,
back to bed
look.
and I'll make you forget
Yeah, I know.
about your fear of the dark.
My fear? It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid? You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, honey, you're still 1 foot in a dream. You're not making any sense. Come back to bed.
It'd be really funny if there was a prompt to get into the bed and just like have a non-standard game over.
Bad end.
Finding the clicker would probably be
Alan,
more intense
you're
if there wasn't a
scaring me
map
now.
marker pointing me
Come
right
back
at.
to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman? I read your manuscript. It's brilliant. Departure is your best work yet. You're a genius. I'm so proud of you. Come back to bed. We'll talk more about it in the morning.
Hey baby, why is there like evil aura coming out of your dark panties?
She just hasn't showered. It's a little smelly down there, you know? Yeast infection.
Oh no!
You know,
Dude,
earlier...
Alice has not showered in 2 weeks. She has been stanking at the bottom of a fucking lake.
Come back to bed, Tom.
She called you Tom. Do it. Shine it on Alice.
Yeah, hold on. Here, got my eye.
Oh, come on. Cap, come on. This is the worst possible moment. Shine it on Alice. Shine it on Alice, not the clicker. Killed her.
Who else can I evaporate in here? Also, why was the word clicker there? Like, floating.
So in those shitty DLC chapters, that's the big gimmick of them, is that there's words like that everywhere, and you shine the light on shit to make it real. There'll be the word boom, and when you shine it away, it makes an explosion right there.
That's kind of amusing, but that's a really weird thing to just kind of put into the very last minute of the main game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you should have just shined it on Alice to get the clicker. Like, I could have just picked the clicker up without shining it on her.
Well, yeah, but he clicks it.
I finally go outside. No. Hey, Tom, what's up? Oh, you know, being a diving man.
Your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass. It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light. Don't mind him. He's Mr. Scott. Your friends will meet him when you're gone.
You know, Mr.
Why is there a doppelganger, Alan?
Use the clicker.
Play American Nightmare and find out.
I just used the clicker. Thermos!
Get it. Don't do bird. Don't do bird. Bird's bad.
Telephone call. Well, it's taking a while, huh?
I followed the idea of a path.
The idea of a path, haha.
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what are you saying? You can't...
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back on. What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened.
You're not my
What did you
Barbara.
just spawn
Tom, let me
birds that hurt you?
I promise to be good. Please, untie me, you naughty boy. I will help you write your masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara.
If Tom wasn't a pussy, he would have gone for it.
Mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
I find it interesting that Tom and Alan have the same voice actor sometimes, but not all the time.
I'll cut it out. Take you back to the depths you came from.
I willed the cabin to be real, filled with darkness.
Leg.
Unfortunately, it was all one thing.
Bird leg cabin.
Remember that Thomas Zane's honey was Barbara Jagger, kind of like Baba Yaga. And Baba Yaga's house had
Your
bird
husband
legs.
refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to write. Now it's too late. It's his fault. You'll stay here forever.
Now you will never get her back. I am much older than you. Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
Popped her like a zit.
I like that he had to stick it in her chest cavity.
Tom said that she has no heart, and he had to fill her heart with light.
could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Watch her hair during this. It's real fucked up.
Alan? Alan?
But what, Alan fucking dies? You changing it so...
You'll see, it's not over yet. Just keep watching.
It's like it never even happened. I guess it's being stuck he lives, and that's truly what matters.
Maybe. I have a feeling he didn't, like, rewind time or anything. I think he just, freed Alice.
I mean, everyone here seems pretty cool at going on with beer fest. Despite the fact half the population supposedly got turned into shadow zombies.
Was Pat Maine and the Doctor. Let's see if we can't find Stucky in this cutscene. There's What's-Her-Face. And What's-His-Face. The old gods.
Nightingale back there?
Agent got Nightingale's the new face of the darkness.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Oh no, now Alan is the darkness, or I don't know.
Alan trapped himself in the darkness so Alice could be free. He couldn't have a true happy ending. There has to be balance. The darkness has to have someone down there. He's sort of taken Thomas Zane's place.
I call bullshit on that. Just simply because the game doesn't necessarily ever reinforce the idea that there has to be, you have to give to take. You can absolutely you spend the whole game just dabbing on the darkness at every turn, shining lights in its fucking eyeballs. But then again, oh hey.
Yeah,
Hey,
Bowie.
Bowie.
Takes balls to end your game on Bowie.
Space Oddity is also, if I recall correctly, really hard to get the licensing to. Bowie's estate's really strict about who can play it.
This game had Microsoft money behind it, though.
Yeah. Like, I know when Robert Halford, the astronaut, when he did like his acoustic cover of Space Oddity, it originally only had a 1-year-long license, but it was so popular that they granted it an indefinite license to stay on YouTube.
Was Bowie still alive back then, or was that after he died?
He was. It's like 2013, 2012, something like that. Bowie died in like January 2016. He was like the first major death of 2016's fucking rampage.
Yeah, 2016 was a big year for death. There was a lot of reaping going on in 2016. All right. Final thoughts on this game.
It's like a solid like 7, 6.5, 7 out of 10. I liked it more than I didn't, and most of what I didn't like was just kind of getting frustrated at how it could have been better, as opposed to thinking it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think there's anything fundamentally wrong here. I think
the biggest issue with this game is that it overstays its welcome a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely gets long in the tooth there at the end. And I guess, I really did not care for that ending, but mostly just because the ending doesn't feel like a thematic conclusion to anything. The whole game is really building up to this whole deal that, just from my perspective anyway. So Alan's whole deal is that he's kind of trapped in his own darkness, metaphorical. He's trapped in his own head. He can't write. He's grumpy. He's grouchy. Nothing makes him. He's not the same guy anymore. Alice says that. She talks to Dr. Hartman about that. He's not himself. He's trapped in his own darkness. And so there's this theme, this idea that, giving into that kind of darkness, it consumes you and it makes things worse for everybody around you. That's what happened with Zane. Zane's darkness was losing Barbara, so he created a homunculus of her with the magic writing power.
And the darkness was like, alright, time to get some human dick. Thomas is too much of a coward to do that.
Yeah.
I think Tom could have cured the darkness of its evil with the power of penis.
I mean, probably. But he was too busy being existential and sad. But anyway, Alan's whole deal, the darkness takes advantage of him in another way, it's taking advantage of him in his, his misery, his depression, his loneliness, and it takes Alice away to, amplify that, It, again, there's this idea, there seems to be this suggestion, at least, that the darkness targets people through, the strength of their heart. And Alan's heart at the start of the story is very weak, because, he's just witty about everything, He's a dick. And the whole game, from that point on, as you're trying to, put everything back together, the gameplay and the story is Alan, overcoming that darkness and learning that, he's got to be truer to himself and more open with his heart. He has to stop shutting people out.
I think you're putting more themes in this game than it actually has.
I know, but when you have a game like this game wants me to think it has themes, but then it just kind of cops out for some cheap ass fucking fake bittersweet forced sad end shit, and I don't like it. That ending really is the worst part of the game for me. That ending sucked. It's just and then Alan was the late. No, I must write the novel. No,
Alan, you are the novel.
Alan was the late. It seriously do repercussions of evil be there at the end. And that wouldn't have annoyed me if it didn't just go so far out of its way throughout the rest of the game to imply it's something greater, And again, part of it is also because the story's so wrapped up in its meta-fiction, it's all about the horror story. It's about, it's got to play like a horror. There has to be danger. There has to be this, that. And again, I guess maybe part of the point is that Alan is kind of a bit of a hack and can only play to tropes superficially. But like, it doesn't like make a commentary on that. There's like a half dozen ways he could have resolved that I could just probably make up off the top of my head right now. You know, that he didn't do. And it's like in the darkness needs a sacrifice. You know, Tom could have wrote anything. Alan could have wrote anything. Hell, he could have wrote in a fake Tom to go with the fake Barbara and have them like fucking Ouroboros himself. Like the darkness.
Calm
is
down.
Like
Calm down. Calm down a little bit. Calm down a little bit. When you raise your voice, you start cutting out.
Sorry. Like, I guess the thing is, like, the darkness, you know, it's craving something. It's like it targets creative people because it wants to be expressed. It hungers. It's endless. It's desire. It wants something. And it doesn't really feel like Alan, like, outsmarted it at its own game or anything, you know?
He just fucking shoved its hand down its fucking pussy and turned on the clicker.
But, I mean, overall, you know, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good for the most part. I'm not gonna let a stinky poo-poo ending ruin that. Especially because there's still the DLC and American Nightmare, and the sequel just came out.
Don't play the DLC. Just play American Nightmare.
If I play the DLC, I'm not gonna stream it. I'm just gonna do that on my own time.
Definitely, if you do play the DLC, play it after American Nightmare. I think that'll make you appreciate American Nightmare more and really show you how bad that DLC is.
Also, the cats knocked over the food bag, you little shits.
They getting into it?
They tried. How did you guys even get in here? I put this in the cupboard. I closed the cupboard. You guys eat enough. Y'all are fat. Benton's fat. Sabrina kind of fat. Point is, y'all eat enough.
Oh, there's another Alan in the credits. Alan Rankin.
Crisis of Infinite Allens. Use a plug to fucking not high up the cupboard, but keep it from being opened easily. Oh, what chocolate bar do I want?
That one, the one on the left.
One on the left, that is Twix.
Do it.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for playing this game. I really appreciate you checking it out. This is a personal fave of mine.
I really liked it. I'm glad I checked it out. I enjoyed it. And we'll talk to you later. Good night.
Adios.
Damn, these credits still going. That shit. 92 out of 100 services.